So smoke your little smoke and drink your little drink while I dance the night away. I'm a dancing fool.
Today is Wednesday, November 11th. It's Veterans Day. You're watching the program. We love our veterans. My name is Robbie Coates, co-host, the Victrix. Victrix, how are you?
Hey, how we doing, Rob? How are you?
Excellent, excellent. I couldn't be better considering the circumstances. How about yourself?
You know, I'm hanging in there. I am hanging in there every day.
Yeah, there's a lot that people are worried about, but I see the good in all of this. I see this turning into a brand new renaissance in very short order. I think that we're all privileged to be alive. What do you think about that outlook? It's not a trending outlook.
That sounds great. That's very good. That's
Yeah.
very good. I like it. You know, I mean, if you just look behind me.
Yeah, that's what people are worried about. You know, understandably, that is what people are worried about. But
I'm looking at that, and if we're looking at that I guess we're doing pretty darn good compared to Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we're
on
lucky
that
to be
very
here in
day
Florida.
over the summer at some point.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. That was not that long ago.
I don't like how it's all just kind of been brushed under the rug. Like, who the hell
just so much
covered all
going
those
on.
cars?
Yeah, I
Somebody
asked you if
paid
that
for
was
that.
recent, and you laughed at
Somebody paid for that. You know that?
me. Yes,
Somebody.
probably a
No,
family.
some guy at some point, somebody paid for all those cars, and it looks like the building was torched as well.
Yeah, you can see it back there in the corner in the back right portion of the image. Everything's gone, the whole lot, and that a family business undoubtedly.
It's being just brushed under the rug, swept under the rug.
Well, that's because the left controls the media.
A little concerned. Well, I can see why people are concerned.
But you can also see why people are waking up, because nobody doesn't believe that the media is lying to them anymore. They see that they're just brushing this shit under the rug. It's what they're worried about, but it's not being put on the TV. I mean, people are beginning to understand the left and their motives and the things that they control, the reach that they have. I think that people are waking up. It's the Great Awakening, the Great American Awakening.
Seems there's a good 50-50 split out there right now amongst registered voters.
Yeah, right.
There always has been. Maybe
not this
in the
year.
Cities.
Yeah, not this year. You were talking about Pittsburgh, or was it Philadelphia? 80% Biden, ostensibly.
Yeah, I think Philly's about an 80+%.
And it was the same, even more.
Which I don't believe.
Yeah, it's not. That's
hard to believe.
Yeah, it's not possible. It doesn't happen. Like you're saying.
There's no way. Hey, buddy. There is no way that 80-some+% people went with Hillary in 2016 in Philly. 80+% of the people went with Biden. Are you telling me nobody in Philly had a good come up under Trump and liked what Trump was doing and wanted to vote Trump?
It's ridiculous.
Nobody wanted to vote Trump after 4 years of Trump?
All right, so listen, that leads us right into what we're talking about.
Transparency alone, Trump's transparency alone, for 2 to 3, 4 press briefings a day during COVID. What else do you want?
Listen, that leads us right into the first thing I wanted to get to. I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to watch a little video of voter fraud, electronic voter fraud in action. And I want everyone to, it's just 1 minute, it's less than 2 minutes. Going to be a full screen here for a second, and just pay close attention to what they say at the end. And it's what matters is where the data is coming from, and what matters is the symmetry in the numbers, the way the vote just. What you're going to watch is you're going to watch electronic vote switching live before your eyes. These people, see, they're scrambling. They're in their death throes, ladies and gentlemen, and this stolen election is just one of them. It's just one of their death throes. And they are scrambling so much all the time. They get careless. They are stupid. They are idiots, and they think everyone else is even dumber than they are, which, really puts them at a disadvantage, though they don't know, because they live in their own little echo chambers, their own bubbles, and they, sniff their own farts and stuff like that, and they believe their own propaganda. So they
Hey,
are unaware
let's
that. Let's get right to
take
the
it
video.
to the video.
Yeah, I just
Let's
wanted
take
to
it to
kind
the
of let people I just wanted to preface what people are going to see here, because I have something to say about how it actually works. Being that I have an aerospace engineering background, I can tell you, which involves a little computer programming. I understand exactly what this guy's about to say. I can tell you it's all legit. Just let's share the screen here. Stand by. I'm going to do this exactly
I've
how
seen
we.
you in action on your computer programming skills, and it's very impressive.
Thank you. It's very tedious. It's very boring.
I've also seen the darker side of computer programming too and stuff. It can be ugly.
So we are about to see the dark side of computer programming here, ladies and gentlemen.
Rabbit holes do exist.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hey friends, Sean from SGTReport.tv and SGTReport.com here. It's 11:30 p.m. Central Time as I record this, and it's my patriotic duty to share this video with you. Have you heard the terms the hammer and scorecard yet? Well, if you haven't, you're going to be hearing a lot more about those terms. And in fact, at the end of this video, you're going to hear those terms spoken by General Flynn's attorney, Sidney Powell herself. What you're about to see is the single most egregious real-time example of electronic vote fraud maybe ever captured, and it occurred live on CNN. I would ask anyone watching this video to rip it, re-upload it, share it, tweet it, and email it to CNN and to anyone on President Trump's team. The mainstream media and big tech continue to claim there is no evidence of vote or election fraud in this election. And that's because they are co-conspirators in this treason. This is an interview between L. Todd Wood and voter fraud researcher Russell Ramsland. And below this video, I will leave a link to the full interview so you can hear many more examples of electronic vote fraud captured by Russell
I'm
Ramsland.
going to buckle up here.
This is some amazing video
Here we go.
that you're seeing from CNN election night. And I want to go back and show you a little bit about this clip. First, I want to explain what's happening in this clip. What's happening in this clip is this is the live feed from Clarity Elections coming through the Associated Desk or Decision Desk HQ. So this is the live feed. You're seeing the database that Clarity has as it gets updated with votes, okay? And right now, and this little ribbon at the bottom, this is generated by CNN, and they update this a second after they get the update from Clarity up here. So let's just look. Right now, Andy Beshear, who is the guy that upset Matt Bevin, the governor at the time, Andy Beshear has 673,948 votes. That ties to what the ribbon from CNN says. Same thing with Matt Bevin, 662,235. 662,235. Now, let me take you through, and real quick, I'm going to run it again. You're going to see, if you're watching just this gold, you're going to see a flash update, and then this guy's face fills the page, and then I'm going to show you what you really missed. So here we go. Watch the gold. The update's coming. Boom, there it updates, and now here's this guy. Now let me show you what you missed. We're going to drag this back frame by frame. And so here we are before the update, and now I'm going to start walking you forward. Watch the gold. Here comes the update from Clarity. Boom. There it is. So now the update, Andy Beshear has 674,508 votes. And look down below, Andy Beshear had 673,948. They haven't had a chance to update the ribbon because this is in split seconds we're looking now. So Andy Beshear has just gained 560 votes. That makes sense. That's what happens as more votes come in, right? Let's look at Matt Bevin. He now has 661,675. But look down below. He did have 662,235. At the exact same second,
And there's a symmetry
then Andy
here.
Bashir has gone up 560 votes. Matt
This is the
Bevin
Terminator.
has gone down
Actually, it kind of
560 votes.
if you think
This
about it,
is vote switching in the
Terminator
computer.
4.
And by the way,
That audio is.
between
I
the
don't know if that video
at the
if it messed
exact
up or
same
not, but I'll
second,
rewind it a little bit.
then Andy Bashir has gone up 560 votes. Matt Bevin has gone down 560 votes. This is vote switching in the computer. And by the way, between the 560 gain and 560 loss, you have just seen 25% of the loss amount of this race happen in front of your very eyes.
Okay, so that's a what was I say here? Okay, look, that's a Senate race. Okay, and this is happening everywhere. This is happening. I mean, not every. This is happening. This is not the only place this is happening. Let me get rid of this share screen here. What we have, ladies and gentlemen, is something that is happening in multiple states, but it's only happening in swing states. It's only happening it's not happening in Republican strongholds. You know, there's no evidence of this happening in Florida, for example. But it happens where Biden needs it and where he can get it. Let me get rid of this screen here. Stop share. Okay, here we are. Back to normal.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Back to normal. So what you saw, everything on that screen, ladies and gentlemen, is just something that you create in some sort of image software, like something that Adobe makes or something like that. And all the data on there, everything on there is represented in a. You can break it all down into its code, and everything's represented in there by every little object in there, everything that you can draw a box around, basically. Is has its own file path. It's that is being taken somewhere from a directory out of a computer and placed on the screen through the code, which you assemble, and you say, well, we want to put this image here in this location, and we want to fill it with this feed that is at this address, and that address is in there. And what that external feed was, that's something that they don't have any control over. That's outside. That's something they're getting off the internet. And it feeds into the screen right there. And what the point I'm trying to drive home is that there aren't people back in the booth curating this stuff to put it on the screen. It's basically something that they've assembled to work beforehand. I mean, there are things that they can put up there on the Chiron down the bottom. There are things that they put up there themselves. But like there's this feed where these live votes come in. They don't have anything to do with that. That comes in, okay? And
so that's built in. That's built in.
It's coming off the internet. They don't have anything to do with it, really, is what I'm saying. I mean, even though it's on their screen, on their news screen, if you want to break that news screen down into what it looks like, whoever made that, who designed it, it comes down to coding, and that coding tells the software to go grab this information from this feed and arrange it in this fashion and put it in this location on the screen. And
now, is that coming from the websites of the counties?
Well, it's coming from where that guy said it's from. Some we'll have to we can pull the we can get that back, actually, and he says where it's coming from. I think it's worth worth a look here. So we have it right here.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
We're going to drag this back.
Okay.
Same thing with Matt Bevin, generated by CNN. And they update the database that explain what's happening in this clip. What's happening in this clip is this is the live feed from Clarity Elections coming through the Associated Desk or Decision
Clarity.
Desk HQ.
Yeah, from the Associated Desk HQ, and you can see down here in the corner, it's kind of hazed out, but I think it says where the data comes from, but I can't really see it on the screen. But anyway, it does come from somewhere, and it's not something they control. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's what you're seeing is something that they couldn't hide from you right before your eyes, and you're watching. Votes get flipped on balance. They just moved them one from the Democrat side, from the Republican side to the Democrat side, and that was just a senatorial race.
Question.
Yes.
Other stations, are they on the same plug? Are they plugged in on the same numbers?
Oh yeah, they'll be on the same numbers. They'll be getting them. I mean, it depends on what race you're. I mean, I don't know what clarity. You know, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that organization. I
Well, they
imagine
must
it's
all
just what they
be
do.
polling from that same. Most of these, they're all in a chain. I mean, they all have the same exact news every day. The mainstream liberal news, it's always the same headlines. They repeat the same stuff all day. When there's, a topic they can hammer on Trump, they all say the same thing. Just like the new dog in the White House.
Oh yeah. They're just rolling with
They
it. It's all
all were just
propaganda. It's pure
hammering it. They
propaganda.
were all hammering that home. Joe's new dog. Joe's new
Yeah,
dog.
they want to legitimize him as president already, so that when he's not president, everyone gets real angry and they're all shocked and they don't understand. They want to paint Donald Trump as some kind of criminal.
I mean, do you really think he got more? I find it hard to believe he got more votes than Trump, or he won more counties than Trump.
I honestly
But I
think that
think
Trump won
there's
every
a
single
lot of
state.
fluff. There has to be some fluff in there. Hey, if there's not, there's not. But looking at the Hillary Clinton numbers and the Obama numbers, something's not right. There's definitely something's off. Because usually when it's a sweep, the winner usually takes Florida.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Always.
if it's a blowout like this. Especially if it's a blowout. I think Florida spoke. It wasn't even close. But if they did set up these computers and all this, there's no way.
Well, they didn't do it in Florida. There's
Florida.
no evidence that see the program. There's and it already escapes me, but they're I think what was it, Sledgehammer or I don't know. There's the software. The secret software has a name, and it's in that video. And the guy talks about it. He talks about the beginning and the end of the video. I'll put a link to where to find that in the description. But the whole point of showing that was to show you in real time voter fraud, electronic. I mean, this is organized. This is handled by people in some pretty high positions, ladies and gentlemen. This has been planned. This has been funded. This has been talked about in secret by people with power and money. People who are trying to stage a coup, ladies and gentlemen. And I think what we're going to see in very short order here, what's going to be revealed to the American people in the world, is voter fraud on a level that any one of us would have ever been able to imagine. I mean, maybe we can imagine it, but to actually see it, I mean, we're going to see. It's going to be mind blowing, and it's going to cause a paradigm shift in our accepted realities. I think it's maybe, the Great Awakening is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be something that sweeps across the globe in a way that you can watch it and measure it and track it as it goes. It's going to happen so fast, and it's going to be so profound, and something's going to spur it, and it's going to happen soon. Maybe that'll be it. It's right around the corner. I'm telling you. Victrix.
It's hard for me to sweep all this stuff under the rug. Look behind me again, Kenosha, Wisconsin. And this was late in the game this summer. This was late. This wasn't in the beginning of the summer. This was something that erupted. I think there was another incident. This wasn't about Floyd. This was another, and this is just kind of because the Democrats are, kind of put in the House and everything, kind of pushed it and said it's okay. And people were like, well, this happened in the beginning of the summer and this is what we're going to do. So, people think this is okay. Maybe it's all set up. Who the hell knows? But
well, I tell you, I'd rather
horrible.
rather be here.
It's
behind me.
Well, we're in the bunker.
I was talking about the beach.
I definitely, for me, and I've been following this stuff pretty hard since, right around 2007. And, I've just seen so many crooked things happen. And it just dawned on Donna Brazil. Look at Donna Brazil. I mean, she got fired from the DNC. And what about Blabbermouth, Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz?
Yeah, Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz. Yeah.
And then she's right back in the game.
She kind of started the whole freaking Russia thing. It was Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz.
I'm sure.
I mean, I watched it live on TV. I'm pretty sure that was her. Yeah,
she was a fire starter. Or was she a
Well, I mean, it all
fire-starter,
started
Rob?
with her. It all started that when they were talking about Russia hacking the Democrat emails and all that, and back when their servers were getting hacked left and right, and the Republicans weren't, and they were trying, back when they were being implicated with Russia, they turned it around. They started the
What
whole.
happened with that? I mean, just
Well, they started the
nothing.
whole
They
Russia
didn't-
thing when Trump came on TV and made a joke. And he said maybe Russia has the emails and can help us out or something like that. I can find the clip.
Oh
I can link
yes.
that. Yeah,
He drew him in. He
it
always
escapes me because I'm on the
draws 'em
spot
in.
here. But say
And
what?
he's just having some fun.
It was a
And he
joke.
ends up
These
drawing them
Democrats,
in.
these
He ends up
liberals,
drawing everybody in. I'll tell you.
yeah, they don't have a sense of humor, man. They don't understand humor. And I'm telling you, they don't, because I dated a few of them. They don't laugh at jokes. They don't ever smile.
Who's that?
They're angry. Liberals.
Well, I wouldn't say all liberals are angry.
Well, I'm telling you, listen, man.
I definitely,
I was
would
mad
agree
about
with
something
you
in my experience.
to a
They're
degree.
always upset about something. They're always what the hell else is social justice for? What is social
Well,
justice about? What does that
that's
even
a very
mean?
scary. Those are very scary things you're talking about.
Right, they're
Social
all about it
justice
though,
and
is what I'm saying.
look. Let me tell you. This is how it is. It's like social justice is like this. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob.
Yo,
You're a racist. No, don't even
what?
say anything.
What?
We're sending someone over to get you right now.
Well, hey, come on now. Can't we talk
No,
about
no,
this?
no. Listen to me.
Can't we
No,
talk
listen
about
to
this?
me.
I'll.
We know, Rob.
Well,
We know
listen.
it.
I'd like a
Okay?
chance to defend myself. I'd like a chance to clear my
Negative.
name.
Nope. Are you a Republican?
No,
Did you vote for Trump?
yeah.
Okay, we're sending a BLM unit to your house immediately.
Hey, that's a gnarly background. I like that one. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is still the president. Joe Biden is posting pictures of his dogs on Instagram. And hey, our Instagram account got disabled. Our Instagram account was deleted. And we only had
No
one
way,
post.
was it?
Yeah, the program Instagram page was
Yes.
just deleted.
All right.
I didn't even ever even use it,
right.
man. We never even use it. That means they're tracking us. That means they are tracking us.
Oh, geez. Get out of here. Let me tell you something. I think I need to bring some of the guys down at Instagram. Come work with me for a couple days. We'll straighten you right out.
Well, they would
Look at
never
those
do that.
knuckles. Look at those knuckles.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the
We'll
receiving
straighten
end
you
of
out,
those.
crawl around on some concrete for a week straight, and we'll get you thinking right.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here at the program. Is
Well, I think some
get
of
you
these
thinking right.
Well, exactly. And I think some good common sense work can get people going. I don't know what it is. Who's in whose pockets here?
Oh,
I mean, we
there's lots of
obviously know
pockets,
Jeep.
hands in pockets, hands in other people's
We obviously
pockets.
know Jeep had a good payoff because they got their hands on the convention, loaded it up with their Jeeps. Nobody owned the Jeeps. Jeep brought them there. Jeep put the Biden signs in the windows, the custom
we had
signs. I mean, good Lord. I mean,
yeah. If you look at the
and
VIN numbers,
what I'm reading is Jeep wants to move to China. So this kind of all coincides. Oh,
well, that means Jeep's going to be made in China. Then they're going to be Chinese-made vehicles.
well, I'm just saying, whatever. There's some connection there.
Oh, I'm just saying Jeep's going to be kind of a crappy car.
I know
then.
I spoke about this on the last show a little bit, but I think it's key to bring it back up because that is the whole reason Donald Trump said he's got big special interest behind him, and there he is on a celebration of becoming president when he's not even confirmed yet by the Electoral College. He's out there throwing a celebration bash. He knows it's very close and there could be something going on in places like Philadelphia, where it's over 80% for Biden, just like it was for Hillary Clinton. 80% of the vote, that's a lot.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, come on, folks.
I'll have to find there are some mathematical laws that
Philadelphia is a pretty big city, I take it, right?
well, it's a gross city. I was there. I didn't like it. The whole place smelled like an outhouse, and it was big. Yeah, walked around. Hey, we walked from where the Liberty Bell is to the Philly cheesesteak place, both of them. And they, guys, guess what? I've had a better Philly cheesesteak anywhere, literally anywhere else. I get a better Philly cheesesteak at a gas station. What's the deal with that?
Did you go to the wrong place? Did you go to like a famous place?
The famous place. I can't. Gino's. Yeah, Gino's. That's the name of the place. That's the one on the
Maybe
corner.
that is more like a tourist trap Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, now that's the whole. That's apparently that's ask Sean Hannity says that's the best Philly cheesesteak in the world, and he has the guy on the show a lot, or used to anyway. I don't know. I don't even watch Fox News anymore. I haven't watched.
That doesn't sound right.
Listen, it's just, to me, it all makes sense. Makes perfect sense to me. You know, it just all fits. It all fits. Not, you know.
I know what you're talking about. It's like a big triangular building. On
yes,
the street
correct, sir. Yes, I was there.
They show that every time the Philadelphia Eagles play, and they say, "Hey, come get your cheesesteak.
You can get a better Philly at the Circle K down the road, probably right now.
Well, this is Florida. We have everything everywhere. It's right around the corner.
Look, it was dry. The bread was hard. It was like a crouton. The meat was dry. There was no, it was just like the mayonnaise was like a breath of mayonnaise. It was like, if you could put mayonnaise on like that. Listen, scrolling through the group chat here. And I'm still seeing that, let's see, Chairman of Federal Election Commission, I do believe there is voter fraud taking place. Media, there is no evidence of voter fraud. That's something Mr. Anonymous sent us.
Of course, the media is saying. It's funny how the media keeps putting an exclamation point on that point you're making. They keep doing that. But yet, on the other side of things, there is an investigation happening right now. There is. So maybe they, and they're bringing it up slightly, but they keep playing it off. And I've said this during the whole election. There's something funny going on with the media, and I think they're scared of Donald Trump.
I think they're guilty of sedition against the United States of America.
Hold on. Let me finish one thing before I lose it.
Oh, I thought I was.
They're also scared. They're also scared to cover Biden. They're scared to cover their own party. They've realized this now. The attention will, just like it is on the news, it's slowly focusing on them to where they got to answer the questions now. They have to take responsibility for everything happening, and it's starting to look a little dodgy. So I still think Trump's going to be riding right back on in, and giving the old thank you. But we'll see what happens.
Did you watch Fox News still, right, Victrix?
Yeah, I do actually. I always watch Fox. It's
okay.
I watch a lot of. I've watched CNN for most of the election.
Okay, well, you're conducting espionage. That's legitimate espionage. So listen.
Right. Well, I study CNN. I don't study.
Yes, and you're a graduate with honors of the Limbaugh Institute of Advanced Conservative Studies.
Double masters, absolutely.
Yeah.
I see what's happening at Fox. I hear what people are saying, but. I
wanted to ask you, what's the deal?
There are some people that are, they're look, just like with every election, there's people that get behind the candidate. As soon as it seems like they've lost, they head for the hills. We appreciate your support, but they're more of backbencher, and that's fine. But we're on the front lines. We're here until we know for sure, and then after that, we keep marching and we keep fighting, checks and balances. We are the news. We are the program. We're the press. That's what we're doing. We're talking about what's going on. It's not a big deal. This is
Thank you for the plug, Victrix. Let me ask you a question, Victrix. What about Maria? What about Judge Janine? Was she fired?
I haven't looked into that, or
Well, I
I
thought you
heard
were
about
watching
that,
Fox
but
News, man. If you're watching Fox
they
News,
don't
don't you know
talk
Judge
about
Steve?
it. They're not talking
Dude, is she
about.
on? Is she on when she's supposed to be on? Is she on right now? Is she on tonight?
I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Maybe she has to finish out a contract.
No, it seems to
Maybe
me.
she's done. Maybe she's
but-
done and her
well,
contract's up. I mean,
the
maybe she wants
scuttlebutt
to
is
go
that she's
travel
fired.
the world. Who knows?
The scuttlebutt is that she's been fired because she's pro-Trump.
Typically, when your contract's up, you got to leave. Now, I could see how they could say she's fired, but maybe they had to let her go. Maybe they're bringing on someone new. I mean, they're shifting.
I think I'm going to have to show you some of the things that Fox has been doing that is very
I would like
skullduggerous.
to see Donna Brazil get cut over there. I don't think she belongs. You can't trust her.
No,
I
of course
wouldn't
not.
want her around my studio. Not at all. I would
No.
not want Donna Brazil in this WERV, the program studio.
Okay, so what is this here on the
Thank
group
you.
chat? Lori Lightfoot is mega disgusting. Oh, that's you. You said that. Yes, Lori Lightfoot is mega disgusting. I think she
Her
looks
ideas,
like a frog. I thought you were going to say her
her
eyes.
ideas are mega disgusting.
So
Her
are
as a
her eyes.
person's fine. I
What
have
does that
nothing
mean?
against her as a person, but I think her
Well,
ideas
what the hell does
are
that even mean?
disgusting.
Are you just trying to be a nice guy? You're just trying to.
In the arena of ideas, okay, I don't like what she's offering. And look,
the ideas come
she-
from her person, and the ideas are tyrannical in nature.
Let me
She
say
wants
something,
to control people.
because let me say something here. She's getting a little taste of blood, just like Cuomo. Notice how Cuomo, Lightfoot, all these Democratic governors and mayors are coming out of the woodworks, and they're saying, we can't wait for Biden. Now we can really govern the way we want to. They want to shut everybody down. Period.
Why do you suppose everyone's getting, now that they think, okay, so they took it from Biden. He's not going to be the president. They did, are they? No, actually today, the Fox News desk on Sirius XM satellite radio was still, and I'm going to stop listening to that too, Fox traitors. Listen, they are still calling it for Biden. So, but why is everyone still rioting, and why are they getting mad? Why are they talking about retribution? Why are they making lists? Why are they putting? Do you think you suppose you and I appear on a list that people are interested in coming to collect on? Coming to.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't care.
Oh, you don't?
That's like a Christmas wish list for Santa. It doesn't exist. This is
it
another.
does exist. You haven't seen the list.
Dream.
The list absolutely exists. You haven't seen the list.
It's a dream.
There is a no hire list going around. There are people they're sending it around. I mean, this is really going to affect people. You think there's no list?
Yeah.
I suppose you also think there's a new virus. There's a list. There's a list, Victrix.
I want to see it. Where do we find this list?
Look, I didn't come prepared. Okay,
is this
I didn't come prepared
AOC's
because
list? This is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's list.
No, but she's talking. Look, she wants lists. Look, all these people want lists. It is a theme in these kind of centralized government takeovers. These things that become collectivist, communist, authoritarian societies, dictatorships, despotism.
I'll tell
what have you.
They really are. What is it, Rashid Tlaib, or I forget which one it is. They were talking to her, and I'll tell you, she just has an agenda. Is it Rashid Tlaib?
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. It isn't. It's not Rashid Tlaib. I have the wrong. Ilhar Omar. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
There's so many damn people in the government.
She married her brother.
Omar.
Yeah, she's married her brother.
She did.
How come that's not a big deal? How come that's not a big deal?
So I'm watching Ilhar Omar on CNN do an interview.
Isn't it?
And even on CNN, she's like, she was over their heads. Like, this lady she wants pure destruction.
Yeah.
She thinks destruction first, grow later. I can't even, we're coming out of a 33% GDP growth month. And the first thing they want to do is just defund the military, 10%. Biden already wants to reverse the wall, everything. It's almost like they want to just not let us be on a roll. They want this little
they don't want to let us be
economy.
They hate America.
I think the stock market is staying up right now because there is no clear winner. There's no clear winner. It's going to be Trump,
Yeah.
and they're hoping it is.
Let me
But
see if I
there's
can bring
no
up a
way
chart here.
everything that Biden and Kamala are talking about is causing any kind of a stock bump. The Democrats never do. It's impossible unless somebody's in cahoots, because it does not exist. Everything they
Okay.
talk about does not generate money. It does not generate money.
I am bringing up a Dow chart. Oh my God, the Dow looks to me like the Dow just made a new all-time high. Let me zoom out.
Donald Trump.
Let me zoom
Donald
out.
Trump.
Let me zoom out. It looks like a new all-time high just 2 days ago. That's what it looks like, people. That is what it looks like. Yes, it does. Okay. I didn't renew my stockcharts.com account. Okay, update. So I don't have my charts I want here. Oh, is that a new high? Oh, it's testing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new all-time high. 30,000. Oh my God, it got just, I don't know if it touched 30,000 or not. Okay, so the final year of Barack Obama's presidency, people would laugh at you. Everyone thought, listen, ladies and gentlemen, another one of the things I do is day trade. Love day trading. We do a lot of things here at WERV. Stay tuned. I can tell you, I can look at a chart and just tell you what it's going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, when the final year of Barack Obama's presidency, nobody thought the Dow would ever break 17,000. And here, during this pandemic, the likes of which humanity has never seen before, we have a brand new all-time high on the Dow at 30,000. It looks like it just, I'm looking at a chart. I'm not looking at the actual ticks for the day here, but it looks like if it didn't break 30,000, it came like to 29,999,999,999. So, what do you think about that?
A lot of optimism. It's optimism. Trump, look.
I got to tell you, this chart looks great. The Dow
Viruses
looks
are
great.
the Trump economy. The Trump economy does not stop for things.
Oh my God!
It finds every way to keep going. It finds every way to keep going. It
I got to tell you, I have a breaking news. Breaking news, Victrix. Breaking news. I'm looking at this chart, and you know how I can look at a chart and just tell you what it's going to do. You know what this chart looks like to me now? It looks like the final year of Barack Obama's presidency. It looked like it kept trying. You know, it looks to me like Donald Trump is going to be confirmed as president, and it's just going to go skyrocket again, just like it did when he was elected the first time. That's what I see right now.
Wow.
That's what I see, sir.
The day he was elected, yes.
That's what I see. That's what I see coming. Yep, it's coming. It's coming, people. Stay tuned. WERV. Let's see where we're at on time here. It's just you and me tonight, Victrix. The Twigs is probably taking care of his baby daughter. The Twigs is a young father, ladies and gentlemen, and a good one. Let's see. With this fantastic, obsolete already iPhone 10. How you feeling, Victrix? We got 41 minutes. We got 40 minutes. What do you think?
Are we at 40 minutes, Rob?
We're at 40 minutes.
Very nice. Folks, once again, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans, all the war veterans, combat veterans, people who have been in the deepest, darkest parts of the world to protect us here at the program and all around the country and all around the world. You know, America, we are all around the world to protect people. And just like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, here in America, people will help you, you know, they'll give you forks and knives and silverware, anything you need, sheets for your bed. That's what Arnold said. Everybody helped him slowly. People gave him stuff. He said everybody was kind and caring. It's America. That's what we're protecting here. This behind me, this is no good. Whoever's behind this and whoever's thought process this is that happened in Kenosha does not belong here. It does not belong here. Thank you, veterans. And we know you veterans don't like to see that. And this summer will not be forgotten, Democrats. The Democrats in office. I know you Democrats out there, bless your hearts. We hope you watch the program and decide, hey, maybe somebody like Trump's a lot better for you and your pocketbook. And if you really want to help people, a good Trump economy will spread it around. Back to you, Rob.
I can get down with that, Victrix. As far as the Democrat voting base is concerned, I can get down with a bless your heart mindset. Bless your hearts, all you Democrats. Bless your
Well,
little hearts.
people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand who the Democrat Party is. Biden's talking about shutdowns. All the governors are talking about shutdowns. They're all pumped about it. Biden says, "Yeah, we should shut down." He reads it right off the screen.
We should shut down.
Biden.
Hey guys, hey, is this going to be a Napoleon Dynamite presidency? Hey guys, let's read it off the screen. Shutdown's coming your way.
Lori Lightfoot later that night. Oh, this is great. Biden's in office. He's ready to shut it down. Now I can really shut down the way we want to. No one wants that. There was one report today. A woman said she voted for Biden. And after she heard about these lockdowns and how pumped they were about locking stuff down, she said, I wouldn't have voted for this. This is somebody that bit on the BLM stuff.
I'm shocked she didn't know.
Glass ceiling. They bid on the glass ceiling. Oh, the glass ceiling. They bid on that. And then, boom. They're like, whoa, what is this? Who is this guy that can hardly read? Ever notice Biden at the podium? And the poor guy, he can't read. The teleprompter must be really hard to read. And has a hard time following it. That's where a lot of his stuttering.
The guy is slipping into senility, slowly into senility. He's got some kind of dementia.
He's trying to follow the screen. And that messes him up too. But I'll tell you, I feel bad for him, and he just hasn't even begun. He's not answering any questions. The press is throwing him softballs. Well, let's go ahead and call them beach balls. They're lobbing beach balls up there for him to hit. President-elect Biden, do you not approve of Trump not succeeding to you right away? Oh, this is going to kill his legacy. And instead of saying, hey, Trump's doing a legal recount, we'll see what happens. Oh, he should succeed to me right now. I mean, who the fuck do these people think they are? Who?
That's part of the sedition that Fox News is engaging in. Demanding Trump concession.
They're messing with Donald Trump. I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
No, are we? I thought we were closing, but then we were continuing.
Well, no, I just don't think that these people. Look. I am going to close right now. Look, You used to tell me, Rob, Victor, do you understand? And I always liked when Trump came on to like Fox Business and Fox News and give his opinion. I always thought, man, that guy's Trump's got the good opinion. And I used to follow him a little bit more when Trump would come on every week. And it's crazy because once he said he was running, I was like, man, that makes sense. Boom, that guy makes sense. And because who was going to tackle the job? And it was Trump. And you said, Victor, do you really know who this guy is? But I looked into Trump. I did. And the guy is just phenomenal. He's just a phenomenal human. He's one of these super business guys. He's got a lot going on. And he manages all of it. And like Trump says, and everyone shits on him. He got $1 million loan from his dad. I mean, and so what? But he paid him back, which is pretty cool. So big difference there. And then he went ahead and he turned that million into the Trump empire, just like they took the post office on Washington, right by the White House. Trump bought the White House, bought the post office, and they totally redid it into a really nice hotel. And they did it under budget in record time, ahead of time. It's Trump. It's Trump. Just remember who we're messing with here. Remember, because in 2016 they all shit on him right away. Remember, who was it that was on the View? I think no, but she was on one of the news networks, and I can't. The blonde hair lady, younger woman, and they said, who do you think could win? She said Donald Trump, and they all laughed at her. And I mean,
you're talking about Ann Coulter.
Who?
It was Ann Coulter.
Yes. And that's one of the famous news clips. And she said Donald Trump, and they all.
Well, I was saying it way before she was. I was saying it in 2012. 2012, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted Donald Trump to run.
Obama tried to roast Trump, you know, at that whatever it was they were at, you know, the White House thing, and he roasted Trump in front of everybody like he was a fool. Trump didn't even budge. He didn't even flinch. And he took him, you know, his whole party right out of the White House. But just remember 2016, the Republicans were no match for him. The Democrats were no match for him. Hillary was no match for him. So just remember who Trump is. And he came in and he went to work. He's just been working ever since. And he's got everybody. The opportunity is where it should be. He's got an economy that's working through COVID. Think about it. It's working through this, whatever you want to call it, you know, this pandemic, this flu season, whatever. But his economy's working right through, and this whole distraction, let's say, this roadblock, and it's working. It's Trump. The numbers are there. He speaks with action. Action speaks louder than words. Trump's numbers month after month after month. You know, COVID, knock it down. Trump, right back up. Keeps working. Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans. This is the program. I'm going to shift it back to Rob. Just remember the Kenosha, Wisconsin scene behind me. We don't want that. Back to you, Rob.
Big Tricks, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Veterans Day, and my grandpa was a bird colonel in the Air Force, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to have an Air Force career, but I made some mistakes early on in my ROTC career, my professional ROTC career. We're not talking about high school, okay? I was all ready to contract. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But I was brought up around the military. I understand the military. I understand chain of command. I understand responsibility. I understand the oath. I know what the oath means. So many people don't even seem to know what the oath means anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Talking to police officers mostly. Sheriffs could have shut this down from day one. Day one, ladies and gentlemen. If county sheriffs across the United States of America have had the power to end coronavirus around the world, simply, you know, it would have happened around the world because the example that the United States of America would have set. Had the sheriffs understood their responsibility, I think only one or two in the entire goddamned country knew what they were supposed to do. And that's to support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first line of the oath and the last line of the oath, okay? The first line talks about protecting the Constitution. The last line talks about lawful orders, okay? If you're receiving orders from your superiors that go against the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen, it's an unlawful order. And your oath is to protect and defend the Constitution, okay? Sheriffs are supposed to defend people's rights. They aren't our babysitters. They aren't our parents. They aren't supposed to keep us safe. They're supposed to protect our rights so that we can live our lives as free Americans, okay? Now, incidentally, they do keep us safe sometimes because if someone is trying to harm us, well, that is an egregious violation of our human rights, and the police come and they protect our rights by saving our life. But it's not for them to babysit us, for them to protect us from getting a goddamned cold. It is their job to stop this bullshit, ladies and gentlemen, as the muscle in the country. The only reason people you want to know why lockdowns work, folks? The only reason people shut down their businesses, I promise you no American would ever shut down their business if they didn't think they had the threat of the law over their heads, if they didn't think that if they stayed open, the police were going to come and harass them or fine them or jail them or whatever. If the sheriffs at the very beginning of this had recognized the threat to people's rights and come on the TV in their jurisdictions, Facebook, whatever, and said, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to worry about this. We understand what our jobs are. Your rights are protected. We're not going to enforce any of this bullshit. Go about your lives. That's the way it always should have been. None of this should have happened in America, ladies and gentlemen, but here we are. Okay, so here we are. So, folks, if you're a veteran that understands your oath, thank you for your service. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service anyway. If you don't understand your oath, you need to go study. If you think that any of this is okay, you're wrong. Grandpa was a bird colonel, grew up around this. He was a bombardier in World War II, B-24. Later became an Air Force colonel, base commander in Libya. I used to hang out on MacDill Air Force Base when I was a kid. Used to shop at the commissary. Okay, folks, My grandparents, your grandparents, and if I'm talking to anyone who's my parents' age, ladies and gentlemen, your parents did not fight and die for this. They fought and died to stop exactly this from happening in America. This mask stuff, to tell Americans to cover their faces. It is horrifying, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to close. Take off the masks. Save the world. We're human beings. We're social creatures. We live together. We fall in love. We raise families together. Okay? We sleep together. We touch each other. Folks, people need to see each other's faces. They need to. It is part of life. You're ruining life. Folks, you're ruining life. Take off the masks. Save the world. You all look like idiots. Happy Veterans Day.